What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today, Bitcoin is rallying to $69,300. We also have the S&P gapping up open this morning and the SPY sitting at 542, as well as the Qs gapping higher at 474. So, is this stock market rally going to continue, or is this the top? I know a lot of people are getting rather worried about the overextension on the stock market, um, and I myself have even been questioning, can this continue? But anyway, I've done a lot of research, so we're going to get into all of that. So if that sounds good to you, be sure to hit the like button. And if you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. And let's get started. All right, guys, I got a surprise for you. I got some treats. I want to show you some of the markets we should be looking at to outperform, as well as a stock, and then we will get into crypto. But first of all, I just want to say, when in doubt, zoom out. You hear that a lot in this industry. And I had to do the same for myself just to check my sanity. But yeah, if we go back to the SPY, we see we are in an uptrend on the daily RSI, but I really wanted to zoom out because I was trying to understand how much higher can we go here. And so what I wanted to point out, I went back and looked at some previous times in history we've seen things like this. And the biggest thing that I've noticed is the RSI 14. We are in an uptrend on the monthly, so that suggests that this stock market rally should continue to move higher. Um, and really, it looks like we could peak maybe later this year or possibly in 2025. A lot of people do think it's going to be in 2025. Uh, I'm not sure. I think we could see it probably within the next 12 months or so, or possibly less, but we really have to keep an eye on everything as it goes. Um, we also have inflation report coming out today, and it cools to 3.3%. So I think that was just slightly better than expected, and that's why you are seeing this gap up this morning. We also have Apple rallying to 213 currently. Uh, really had a strong move yesterday on the news of, I guess, the AI and how they are going to be integrating that. Um, so Apple is really starting to push higher here. We know Nvidia has been strong, uh, but it looks like Apple may start to carry the market a bit. We also have Microsoft sitting at 437, also gapping up and putting in a new all-time high. And we have the IWM gapping open at 206. Of course, this is good for risk on assets and some of the small cap stocks. We also just put in a golden cross on the daily RSI. So it looks like those stocks are going to be doing well here in the short term, as well as probably in the longer term, as long as there's no surprises in the market or in the economy. Um, we have TAN gapping up, and I was just looking at this again this morning. We have this big basing formation here, and we broke through that. We came back down, fell through, and we are now above it. I do believe that we are going to start to see this market really outperform a lot of the other markets, especially the uh, bigger names and big cap stocks, as well as probably a lot of the mid cap stocks, because this market has been beaten down. And another thing that we have going for this is there is a lot of banks are really starting to uh, lend a lot more. Of course, that never ends good, but there is a lot of banks I've seen have done really well on the recent reports because of the future, I guess, projected earnings based off those lendings at that high interest rate. Um, so you are starting to see the financials look pretty strong as well. And we also have the Bitcoin miners. This is Mara, ticker symbol MARA, gapping up at $20.50. It looks like this wants to go higher. We just had the RSI tick up on the daily, so that is good for these crypto miners. And this is also a good way to get more beta exposure to crypto if you are in the stock market. So, say that you have an IRA or 401k, but you're not ready to move over to crypto, such as something like Ethereum or Solana or one of these other layer ones. Well, a lot of Wall Street is now starting to look at and have been looking at crypto miners as a good way to get that exposure and see those potential 2, 3, 5x returns on a stock. So that is one way to do it. Um, we also have gold moving up at 23.26 this morning. And I'm really starting to like gold here a little bit. We've got the weekly coming down on the RSI. Looks like it's getting ready to bottom out here. So we could see another tick up for gold here in the short term or midterm, however you look at it. I call it short term because I really don't try to trade anything more than a couple days at a time, and really more a couple weeks at a time. I'm more of a swing trader. I'm not really a day trader. Um, but you see that, and you also see that on the daily chart as well. We just ticked up here and put in that golden cross. So you could see gold really start to uh, do well here and possibly break those all-time highs. So if you're interested in buying stocks, ETFs, commodities, or crypto, you can do so over on Robinhood. Right now, Robinhood is offering unlimited deposit boost, and you can get 1% boost whenever on your deposit and start earning 5% APY to be invested. They also offer 8 times the national savings rate and allow you to begin building your portfolio with just as little as $1. They also allow you to invest in options and trade commission free. If you're interested, you can click the link down below. They also offer Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many more cryptos, as well as gold. So go check them out if you want to start building your portfolio. All right, guys, let's get into crypto. Vivek posted this over here, and apparently Donald Trump said, we want all the remaining Bitcoin to be made in the USA. So that is a bold statement as the political race continues. We now see both sides, both parties are starting to jump in on this bandwagon and actually support crypto. So that should be very bullish for the crypto markets. We can go back and take a look at Bitcoin. Yesterday, we really sold off, came back down to that mid range, right around 66,000 on Bitcoin, and now it is back up to 69,300. The drop yesterday had a lot of people a little worried and kind of scratching their heads trying to figure out what's going on, but it's just another day in crypto. You get these big swings, and we have the RSI at the bottom on the daily, so it looks like we're probably going to go back up and retest those all-time highs and possibly break out, because when we zoom out, we have this big inverse head and shoulders pattern playing out. So we could be on our way to 75, 80, $90,000 very soon. So that is just something to keep in mind, and one way to figure out a price target is to take a distance on this head and shoulders. I've shown you guys this before, and just move that up here to the breakout, and then you can see where we may go, and that comes out right around $85,000 to the top side of that. So we could be well on our way here in just a couple of days or possibly a couple of weeks. Moving on to the altcoins, we got to total three, and I mentioned this before. We had our trend line here. It's been tested several times. We fell below that, wick below that yesterday, and again, scaring a lot of people who hold some of these altcoins, but we did bounce off that trend line, and it acted as support as the RSIs came down and to the bottom side of this range and just put in another golden cross. So it looks like we're going to see a bounce here uh, on the daily time frame. And if we take a look at some of these other time frames, well, the weekly is at the bottom too. So we could see some big moves in some of these altcoins here over the next several weeks. Yes, it looks like altcoin season is about to start, and we have Ethereum sitting at $3,600. It also wicked down yesterday to right around $3,400. I mentioned that several times. If this came into this zone, I would be looking to buy. I mentioned the 3,600, the 3,400, and we may still possibly go down and test that $3,200 range. But it may be some time, because this looks like it is getting very bullish for a lot of these altcoins and crypto. And I was able to get in another position here on Ethereum yesterday on this wick down. So I was pretty excited about that. Again, we have the RSIs ticking upwards on the daily, as well as the weekly time frames. That chart looks like it's not going to load. I won't keep you guys waiting. Let's move on to some of these other ones. We've got Solana bouncing off our trend line, setting at 159. Came down to around 150 yesterday, just below. Another great spot buy opportunity in my opinion. And I think Solana is about to break much higher. If we see Bitcoin push through those all-time highs, well, you could see Solana do the same thing. We also have Chainlink sitting at $15.98. Again, the RSI is just starting to tick up here on the daily. This did really well here just a couple of weeks ago whenever we bounced off this trend line and we bounced up to our take profit zone, and now we have come back down, and it looks like this might be the last opportunity for some of these altcoins to get in before this altcoin season rally. We also have AVAX sitting at 33.35 at the bottom side of our range. RSI is just putting in another golden tick, and it looks like this may want to move higher as well. All right, guys, if you are interested in buying crypto, you can do so with iTrust Capital. iTrust Capital allows you to open up an IRA and allow you to buy, sell, and trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and many more, as well as gold and silver 24/7 in a tax advantage IRA. I use iTrust Capital, and they also offer a low cost and no monthly fee. Plus, they have over 4,500 plus 5-star reviews on Google. If you're interested, there is a link down below. I like iTrust because they actually have people that you can talk to when you're setting up your account. They were very helpful when I set up my account with them, and very friendly. All right, guys, it is Wednesday, hump day, and yeah, we have the FOMC meeting this afternoon. We will need to keep an eye on that and see what they say. That could really determine which way these markets want to head next. But yeah, if you're interested, guys, go follow me over on X or Twitter at mindofthefinancier. I am Mind of the Financier on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And over here on Twitter, I post anything I see to have that has to do with the markets, including stocks, commodities, and crypto. And I try to provide you guys with the best information so you can become a better investor and trader. All right, guys. Anyway, it's Wednesday, like I said, halfway through the week. We'll have to keep an eye on these markets. It does look pretty bullish here in the short term over the next couple of days. So yeah, we'll just have to keep an eye on price action, determine which way these markets want to go. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a great day. And until next time, guys, be legendary and take care. Have a great day. Peace out.